Our topic in Math 9 for week 8, word problems using quadratic equations. There are conditions of a given problem which, when translated to the equation form in one variable, lead in quadratic equation. Two answers for the number will be obtained. In some problems, a set of answers can be discarded. For instance, negative dimensions of rectangles. Okay, like for example, okay, problem number 1. If the square of a number is added to 3 times the number, the sum is 108. Then find the number. Okay, so this time, let us solve this problem number 1. Okay, let x equals the number. Then we have x squared positive 3x then equals 108. So this is now the equation. Then after that, you have to write it in the standard form of quadratic equation. So we have here x squared positive 3x, then transpose, we have positive, it becomes negative 108, then equals 0. So this equation we can use by factoring. So we have 2 adjacent parentheses is equal to 0. Then the factor of x squared, we have here x and x. Then the 2 factors of 108, then whose sum is positive 3x. So we have positive 12 and we have negative 9. Okay, then after that, equate the resulting factor to 0. So we have here x positive 12 equals 0. Then we have here x is equal to negative 12. So this is now the first element. Then we have the second element, x negative 9 is equal to 0. Then we have here x is equal to positive 9. Okay, so therefore, the two numbers, okay, we have positive 9 and negative 12. Okay, for number 2 problems, a rectangle has a perimeter of 30 centimeters and an area of 54 centimeters squared. Then find its dimension. Okay, so we have here the solution. Okay, so let L, okay, the length of the rectangle. Then we have here W is equal to, that is 30 over 2. 30 over 2, then minus L. Okay, so we have 30 divided by 2 is equal to, that is 15 minus L. Okay, so this time you have to formulate the equation. Then the equation, it would be L, then open quantity, that is 15 minus L, then equals 54. Okay, then after that, multiply. So we have 15 times L, that is 15 L. Then we have negative L times negative, so we have negative L squared. Then equals 54. Then after that, you have to arrange. Okay, so we have L squared negative 15L, then equals 54. Then write it in the standard form of quadratic equation. We have here L squared negative 15L, then we have positive 54. Then equals 0. Then this time, use the factoring by quadratic equation. We have here two right adjacent parentheses. So that is L and L. So we have negative 9 and negative 6. So this is now the two factors of L squared negative 15L positive 54 equals 0. Then after that, equate the resulting factor to 0. So we have here L negative 9 equals 0. Then the first root is L is equal to positive 9. Then we have the second element, L negative 6 is equal to 0. Then we have here L is equal to positive 6. So therefore, the length is equal to 9 and the width is equal to 6. Okay, for number 3 example, Amazon's helper requires 4 hours more to pave a concrete walk than it takes the mason. The two work together for 3 hours. When the mason is called away, the helper completes the job in 2 hours. How long does it take it to do the job working done? Okay, so we have here the solution. So let X so we have the solution. Let X is equal to the number of hours. Then we have X positive 4 equals the number of hours. The number of hours it takes the helper. Then we have 30 minus 2L over 2 equals part of the job. Part of the job. Then we have here 1 over X positive 4 equals part of the job done. Part of the job done. Okay, so this time, you have to formulate the equation. The equation, it would be 3 over X, then positive 5 over X positive 4, then equals 1. Then, after that, find the least common denominator. So, the least common denominator is X. Then, we have X positive 4. Then, multiply the least common denominator to the given numerator. So, we have 3 over X. Then, positive 5 over X positive 4. Then, equals. So, we have here X then x positive 4, then multiply it by 1. Okay, then multiply. So we have cancel. Then 3 times x, that is 3x. 3 times 4, that is positive 12. Then this one, we have cancel. So 5 times x, that is positive 5x. Then equals. So we have x times x, that is x squared. Then 4 times x, that is positive 4x. Then arrange. Okay, so we have x squared, then positive 3x, then positive 5x, then transpose positive 4x, it becomes negative 4x. Then we have positive 12, then equals 0. Okay, simplify. So we have here x squared, add 3x plus 5x, 8x. Then 8x minus 4x, that is positive 4x. So we have negative 12 is equal to 0. Then after that, find the factors by using factoring. Okay, write to adjacent parentheses, that is x, then equals 0. So the factor of x squared, that is x and x. Then we have the two factors of negative 12, whose sum is positive 4x, is negative 6 and positive 2. Then after that, equate the resulting factor to 0, that is x negative 6 equals 0. Then we have here x is equal to positive 6. Then we have here x positive 2 equals 0. Then we have here x is equal to negative 2. So it means the mechanic can do the job alone for 6 hours, while the helper for 2 hours. Our activity for week 8 and Math 9, answer each of the following problems.